Hello, and welcome to the Grumpy Gobbler channel. My name's Noah. Let's go camping and play with my new LavaBox. Well, I think I found the campsite for the night. The ground's a little moist, but that's okay. That's not gonna cause a problem for me. And I know you can't see it, but through there, snow-capped mountains. I don't know how well traveled this road is. Guess we're gonna find out. I see some animal tracks. Nice view out this way of the valley. See if I can zoom you in. Nice view out there. Hopefully I have some privacy. I won't know until probably tomorrow. It's Friday night, so hopefully it is. If it is busy, it's really busy on Saturdays and not Fridays. Go out here. I was trying to see if I can get a view of the mountains for you. You might be able to see him through the trees. Through there. And now that I'm here and walking around, I'm contemplating going a little further on this road. So we shall see. And I kind of like this because the trees in here kind of act like a windbreak. And if I go farther out there, then might be susceptible to more wind. So if the next shot you see is still in the same place, I didn't move, or I moved and came back. Check in a bit later. All right, before I film my LavaBox review, initial look review, whatever, I thought I'd go over what beer I'm drinking because I've never had this before. This is a Shimai Toshi YPA Yuzu Hazy IPA. I'm not totally sure about this. And this says, the exceptionally aromatic yuzu has been used for over a millennium to enhance the flavor and fragrance of Japanese cuisine. So I guess it's a Japanese IPA. And this is my third one. And it's very, very good. So this may end up being one of my favorites. It's made with fresh yuzu, whatever the heck that is. But it is delicious, whatever it is. So I'm going to crack this open and start my initial look at the LavaBox. All right. This is my brand new LavaBox. And I just got this yesterday. And I was hoping I would get it by this trip. This bag is additional. It doesn't come with the LavaBox, and I'll try to remember which one I got. I know it's the one with the stand, over and under stand. Something taco, I don't know. Anyways, so this is a nice bag. It's not insulated, so I'd have to wait for the box to cool down before I put this back in here. So in the box, first let me take this out. Let me tell you about my only initial, I opened this at home just to make sure it all worked, so I connected it all and made sure it all worked. My initial impression was good, except the photos on their website show a braided line for this, not just a regular hose. So while that's not a big deal, it's just not what I expected. And here's the LavaBox. And let me change the camera position so you can get higher and you can see exactly what the heck I'm doing. All right, so here's the LavaBox. Hope you can see inside there. In this came a couple bags with these stones, whatever these are, and they're really light. I mean, these things weigh nothing. And inside there's the burner, a little tiny grate, and I do notice since I've been driving around with this, these are putting off a little bit of dust. I don't think that's a big deal, but just so you know, they do put off a little dust. But I guess I kind of opened this the wrong way. So there is their little logo on there. And I got the raw version. You can get this powder coated, I believe black. And I just went raw because it's going to get kind of burned up and patinaed, as they say. So that's that. And it comes with a long lighter and I don't know what they call that little kit that it comes with, the long lighter and some stickers and stuff. This is the part of the kit that I got. Let me move this bag. Comes with, there's some pockets on the side of here, so in this pocket I have the lighter. And there's a lot of little pockets in here that you could store stuff in. And there's a MOLLE panel right here. I just put some bags in here. So it's a nice little bag. It'd just be nice if it was kind of heat resistant on the inside. It's just a regular bag on the inside. So I'm going to have to wait till that thing cools down before I put this in there. Here's the grate. And if I take this back over here, this grate can do two things. One is there's little notches at the bottom of this, and it just fits on top, and then you can actually cook on that. Supposedly, I don't know. Tonight I'm going to cook a steak, and I'm going to cook it on here, but I'm going to cook it in a cast iron pan. I don't want steak drippings going down in this thing and having it smell real bad. So I'm just going to put a cast iron pan on this and cook with that, and we'll see how that goes. You can also set this up. These things are little legs. And you can put this thing on top of it just to get it off the ground. And it's quite nice. I mean, it doesn't really attach on there. It could just slide around, but it'll serve its purpose if I just want to get it off the ground and I'm not cooking anything on top of this. So that's that. I'm going to go ahead and get out my cast iron pan and cook my steak. All right, I'm going to go ahead and connect the hose. Comes with this little cap on here. Just going to take that off. Actually, I'm going to go throw that in the bag so I don't lose it. Kind of straightforward on which side you're going to connect this hose to. Don't knock over the beer, Noah. That would be disastrous. I'm going to twist that on, and I want it tight, so I'm going to go ahead and use my little mini channel locks. I don't know how tight this has to be, but I'm going to just wing it. All right, so that's that side. Then I'll connect this to my propane tank. All right, turn the gas on. Make sure this, I'm going to make sure this is off. This is the pressure regulator, so this is what you use to start it. I'm going to turn this a little bit to this thing because I'm going to have to move the LavaBox itself. Okay, I have the LavaBox set up where I want it. It's mostly level. I want this level because I'm going to be cooking on it. I'll open this up. Kind of put the rocks where I want the rocks. And the rocks are really just, or these stones, whatever they are, really just to spread the fire around. So let me step in front of the camera and see if I can do this without setting myself on fire. First, make sure that this thing's going to light. All right, so I have the lighter lit, or I did, and I put it, you have to light this thing. There's a yellow bit of paint here, and I have to put the flame where this paint is. It's where the hose comes in, or where the burner starts to come in to the box itself, and this is where they say you have to light it. So start the fire, turn the regulator on once I make sure the fire is going to stay, and then we have fire. What I did forget is to put the grate on there, so I'm going to go ahead and put the grate on there. So I'm just collapsing this thing, make sure it's all the way collapsed, and put this on there. And it's a little breezy, so, and you can see, you may be able to see, this thing puts out a lot of fire. So I'm curious to see how this goes. So I'm going to get the pan on there, the cast iron pan, and start getting it hot. May have to level this up a bit. Put a piece of wood under here. All right, that's good. All right, that's nice level. I'm going to let this pan get hot, throw some butter in there, and then throw my steak on there. All right, for the steak tonight, I'm going to do ribeye, boneless. Meat prices have gone insane. Hand cut with extra care. Ugh. Marketing wanks. So there you go. I'm continuing to let the pan get hot, and I'll throw the steak on there. I'm going to get some butter on the pan. I know you can't see me, and right now you're just staring at a pan on the LavaBox. Try not to burn the fingerprints off my fingers. Whoop. All right, that should be good enough. Suppose I don't need to cook that. That should be enough garlic salt. And we'll see how that turns out. It's a lot thinner than the previous steak I had, which it was just too thick for camping. I need a thinner steak because the inside stayed cold for how I like to cook the steak. I like my steaks medium rare. I like a little pink in the inside, and it was just cold, so it was just too thick. So I got a thinner steak this time. We'll see how that goes. All right. Let's try to turn this over, and hopefully I don't drop it, because it'll drop in the dirt. That might not be as charred. I should have let this pan get a lot hotter because I really like it seared on the outside, and this thing is not seared. All right, let's see how this other side is. All right, it's not really cooking necessarily the way I want it. Let me turn off the flame. And grab a napkin. Might need a napkin. And like I've said before, dinner with a view. Let's see how this is. Try to do this without dropping it. I'm just taking one of the fatty end pieces. Oh yeah. That's really good. And the view out here is spectacular. Nice view for dinner. Well, good morning. It is something o'clock. I have no idea what time it is. I know I could look, but I'm not gonna, because it doesn't matter to you. Got done doing my morning business. Have my coffee made. and it's a beautiful morning. I'm gonna sit right here and just look at that view while I have my coffee, and it's gonna be nice and relaxing. It's a stunning morning. Shame I kind of slept in, because it would have been beautiful watching the sunrise come up over this. I slept like crap. I just could not stay asleep. I just would sleep for an hour, wake up for a little bit, and go back to sleep. And then to top it off, at about 4 o'clock this morning, or 5 o'clock this morning probably, I had one of those glorious calf cramps that are such a joy. So I'm kind of hobbling around right now because the muscle is still cramped. So that was fun. I was able to fall asleep after that, which is nice. And so I'm sure I'll go home and take a nap today, because I need it. I don't know how much sleep I got, but it wasn't much. I can hear some, I think it sounds like elk around. Well, we'll see if I see any wildlife. Anywho, I'm going to enjoy my coffee, relax for a bit, and I'm going to check in one more time and give kind of my initial impressions of the LavaBox. And there you go. Stay tuned. All right. This is my initial impression of the LavaBox. Excuse me. I really like it. It's not perfect, but I do like it. I really like how small it is compared to my big round fire bowl thing. It's so much easier to pack. So that's really the reason I got it, is just the ease of packing. Because I already had fire. I didn't need to do anything to have fire. I could definitely see the appeal of these things. It does put off a lot of heat. I never had the fire up very high, and it put off plenty of heat. I'm interested to see what happens during the winter when I come out here, or go out to camp, and see how it is there. I don't know how wide the heat spreads out, if you have to really stand on top of it to keep warm, but that's something I'll find out. You can see it's already starting to patina, which is cool. I'm glad I didn't get the powder coat. It was just unnecessary money. These things are already rather expensive. There was a lot of soot that was created when I had, which is now this thing is being used as a stand right now, or you can put it on top and use it as a grate, as you saw last night when I was cooking my steak, and it put off a ton of soot. And so if you touch it after that, it's a mess. There's nothing, that's not LavaBox's fault, obviously. So I've cleaned it up a little bit, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get another of these stand things, and I'll have one that's specifically for putting on top, and that one will get filthy. And then I'll have one that's for the base, because not only for the soot thing, so I only get one really sooty, is when you're using it as a grill, then you have to put the thing just flat on the ground, and it's a little harder to get it level. So I'll get another one of those, and then it'll be pretty much perfect for my needs. Let me think if there's something else I thought there was something else I was going to say about it, but of course I can't remember. Let me open this up and try not to knock it off. and you can see the rocks themselves have soot all over them. And because they are loose, they will be bouncing around as I'm traveling, and that creates a fair bit of dust. So periodically I'll probably blow it out and clear the dust, because it's all just going to go to the bottom and sit on the bottom. Not that that's a big thing, but I'm going to do that. The ammo can that they used or made for themselves seems like very high quality. In fact, I can tell they made it for themselves because they have their little logo right there. So, did a good job, great invention. I can't believe that it's been been a long time before somebody came out with something like this. I'm sure people made homemade stuff like this, but this is brilliant. Very simple, and the compactness is fantastic. Like I said, that's really the main reason I got it. And for that, it's perfect. So that's my initial impression of the LavaBox. I'm going to continue to use it, of course. And we'll see how it does when it gets cold outside. We're just at the beginning of a warmer camping season, so that'll be a while. But maybe I'll give an update in 3 or 4 months when it starts to get cold. Colorado, 3 or 4 months. It'll be cold next month. It is early June, and we did have snow on June 1st, so it is Colorado. LavaBox. All right, now to continue on with my coffee and my view and start to get packed up. One more question I have for those of you that are still here is I've kind of stopped filming setting up and breaking down my camp, and I don't know if people want to see that or not. So if you've made it this far and you want to see me setting up and breaking down camp, just leave a comment so I know to start including that back in. I did it for a while and then I just kind of stopped. I don't know how interesting that is to people. And it is a bit of a production to do, but I don't mind doing it if people like watching it. But I certainly don't want to do it and have people not like it. So there you go. And again, if you made it this far and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I would appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below if I could speak English. And give this video a like if you like it. Give it a dislike if you don't. It's beautiful out here and so peaceful. Grumpy Gobbler out.